Spin it. Twist it. Spin it.
Hi, I'm Joanna and I taught the Intermediate Advanced Tech Band class at Wildfire for this spring 2012 Wildfire. So I wanted to just go over what we talked about. And our goal for this entire class was to start really conceptualizing fan movement and what's important in fan movement for fan tech. And we also wanted to kind of start to go over some non-trivial moves to kind of give you something to work on as an example. So the first thing we covered was, I call it a Wick Isolation Box. And so it goes from one point of a box. So you kind of have a point of the box like this, and you can draw lines anywhere within that box. And those are the lines you're going to isolate around. And so we go from here, over to here, back down to here, maybe up through the center if we want. Any line on the point. Draw a line from where we currently are, and go there. And so notice when I'm hitting the points, I'm being very conscious of what shape my fans are in. So if I'm doing this, I end here because that's the shape that I want to end with. Fans have a really unique feature in that they are very shaped, especially compared to something like poi, where you just have a point, which has its own benefits, but this is a really unique thing about fans. And so we want to be very conscious when we're working with the prop how that looks. So we started talking about how the prop actually looks when we're spinning it in the context of the Wick Isolation Box. That brought us to doing some moves that can start from that are also very focused on the way the prop looks. And so you can start this from a windmill and then going into a linear move that looks like this. So we draw in through the center, turn around, turn around. And this starts to get us talking about how to move with the fans in a way that makes sense with the planes that they're spinning in. So if you notice, I'm just rotating because my shoulder needs to rotate to keep on the same plane. Once again, I'm rotating because my shoulder needs to. Then, we also talked a lot about finger spinning in different planes for something totally different. The important thing about finger spinning is, again, the grip. Grips and fans are really important. It's something that you need to focus on. The grip that I use for almost all of my finger spinning is a split grip where I have one finger up, one finger down. The rest of my fingers are pointing up and outside of the fan. This is important because whenever I'm finger spinning, my fingers can guide the outside of the fan, but they don't actually end up getting in the way. So this is super critical when you're finger spinning in a plane like this, where you need to use that motion to keep the fan up. If I wasn't holding it like this, the fans would fall. Keeping your fingers out of the way is critical for doing ceiling plane. As you can tell, I'm not doing it perfectly and they're going a little wonky. You just really need that nice flat area. The last major thing that we covered, which is really kind of where the more advanced tricks for this class came in, was grip changing. Being able to do grip changes unlocks a whole world of tech from poi, and I started as a poi spinner, so that's kind of where I steal most of my tech from. And so being able to do grip changes is critical. So what we did was we started by just working on a simple 3-beat weave with one hand to get used to the feeling of going from a finger spinning grip to a thumb spinning grip. And the easiest way to do that, and so that was the finger spinning grip, this is thumb spinning. Whenever you're doing thumb spinning, you really want it to hit this sweet spot right in here. If it's too far on this side, you're going to end up with the fan going wonky. If it's too far on this side, it's going to fall off. So it's just feeling that sweet spot. That's all that there really is to it. And so we start by finger spinning here to really exaggerate the motion. We go up and over, and then finger spin on the other side. So there's this bit of the larger arc here that gives us a wee bit of extra time to switch our fingers. But really, oh, I got my fingers stuck that time. But really, if it's very fluid, you can do it with a small enough arc that it's not noticeable. Using that, we started talking about pentagrams, which are becoming popular in the poi community. And so we talked about how to do a pentagram with fans. Quickly, this looks like this. That was not perfect. I will try that again. And so There we go. So that's what it looks like. Breaking that move down, we go backwards. We start with a finger spinning in reverse with a finger grip. We take the fan down to the first point on the pentagram dance. Then while we're going to the next point on the pentagram dance, which is over here, that's when we do the finger switch, the grip switch. So switch from a finger grip to a thumb grip over here. It keeps rotating over to this side, where my next point is, rotates down, and then rotates back up. So to get these clean, really what you need is to be comfortable with this grip switch from here to here. That's the hardest part. After that, it's getting the pentagram dance nice and clean, and being comfortable with spinning in a lot of different planes and not having your fingers get in the way. So that was the intermediate and advanced tech fan class, and thanks for watching.